So yeah, an afternoon might involve coming home, and I'd always kept a diary. In my case, it was a digital one, and I would have written down throughout the day as I went through my subjects, sort of either work that had been directly given to me or work that I really thought during the lesson, oh, this is something I should work on, whether that be a practice response or getting some extra detail for an essay, or for Latin, of course, it was pretty clear cut. For the first half of the year, it was essentially just lines of translating. And then the second half, it was bits of getting analysis for each section. And then I didn't really, interesting enough for me, I didn't really have a strict study plan or a strict study timetable. I did at the end of the day, like I'd sit down and do 5 minutes writing, or thinking over what I needed to do tomorrow, and the same in the morning. But I gauged it, how much work I need to spend on a subject as I went. And I'd sit down to study, and I would just go through the list of things I'd written down, as well as if something popped up as I was working. So that was during most of the year. And then by the HSC, in the lead up to my exams, one of the unavoidable facts of history is you have to know lots of stuff and content. And so there was a lot of memorization there as well. That was just stuff about like statistics, essay plans, dates, quotes. And so all in all, it was trying to get home, get through what I'd written down, and anything else that I'd thought of earlier in the day, and keep it sort of like a methodical, always working, like not slowing down too much. I think there was probably like a week after the trials where I didn't do much work at all. And then getting back into it to try and keep chugging away, so that I have detailed notes, which I can always refer back to.
Yeah, great. No, thank you for that elaboration on it. I think that will help a lot of people who are in a situation where they normally, don't know how to structure their study and what to do, especially if they're not doing something like maths or something that's a little bit more regimented. But a couple of follow-ups there. You mentioned a digital diary. Were you using like an app for that?
Yeah, so I had an iPad, and it was kind of like a Cheats digital diary where I was writing with my Apple Pencil. So it was like a physical one, but just on my iPad. And I was just using Notability, which when I bought it was like a one-time purchase, but now is a subscription, which is such a scam. And then also I found on my laptop itself, I would set like Apple reminders for each of my assessments. And I'd also have like one of those things, how you can put them on your desktop, those like countdown things, just so I had them both, because that obviously on my laptop desktop screen didn't sync across my devices. So I could always check my exam timetable. And interestingly enough, for those countdowns, I always set it so it was midnight of the day before. So especially for assessments. So I didn't think that I had more time, because I thought, if I haven't finished it by the day before, I'm not in a good spot.
That's smart.
They're trying to get it done in advance.
I like that. That's good, because otherwise you will just drag it out and you'll wait till the very last minute if you're like me.